Aussie B,
Dan,
finally, after what has been probably 10 months.
Yeah.
It's been a long...
That's my bad. I apologise. I've been busily working on it. But I also have a small son as well, which means to say that he kind of has a bit of...
get your priorities right.
I know. Really, this is my priority here.
This looks amazing at the moment.
Thank you.
So, I guess... Yeah, walk us through what you've done. You've done tons, by the way.
You know, I'm probably about a third of the way through.
A third?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is probably a good time to make this video now, as it were, because the pack has really started coming together. I haven't even touched the wand. The wand's all still in a box over there. So I've just been focusing on this, just getting this right to the point that I'm happy with this. Yeah. So I've been spraying, affixing, moulding, putting all the detail bits into it, and I've got to say I haven't been particularly great with the spray can. I've been pretty rubbish with the spray can. I haven't really done much spraying before this. Well,
you say that, but I'm looking at this area here. You've gone for different textures, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's why it's not as easy as just spraying, is it? It's not that straightforward.
No. I mean, it's difficult to get a good spray overall anyway, but I've had to kind of texture it in the right way that the original packs were texture. So I use this thing over here called truck Bedliner. Okay. So I use that.
What's the difference between that and just normal?
It's kind of got a more kind of gritty sort of texture to it, almost a little bit like sandpaper, but a very kind of fine sandpaper.
Okay, and that's what's on here at the moment, is it?
Well, I kind of did it on that. It wasn't right, so I sanded it off a bit just to smooth it because it was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
And then I went over it on the regular stuff, which is this kind of stuff here, which I've been using. So
that's
high
just
coat.
Regular stuff.
That's just regular high coat satin.
Yeah. How many coats?
Including the ones I spectacularly messed up on. There's probably about five
coats
in total.
Okay.
And probably 2-3 coats of primer.
Wow.
But all the parts have been individually sprayed.
Yeah, sure.
At different points.
Okay.
So they've all been individually sprayed. Then I did the pack. Then I started putting it all together. Then I sprayed the pack.
Right.
And it's kind of come together like that.
Okay.
So I've spent a lot of this time since the last video and now getting all the parts for it.
And all the parts have been imported from
the US.
Places.
Yeah,
Did you
mainly.
say something Mexico parts as well?
Yeah, so I got some of the aluminium labels, which are here on the gearbox, one up there, one on the bumper, which are printed onto aluminium.
Right.
So it's great, and that's on the original
accurate
packs.
To the original.
Yeah. So on the original packs, that was how they had those labels. The other labels are vinyl, which comes with the Ben of Kent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've replaced some of that with the upgraded aluminium stickers.
It. Okay. Yeah. So it's true to the film.
Sure.
So I've done that. Then I spent a lot of time sourcing all the parts from the original pack. Things like this was hard to get. This is a Raytheon crank knob.
I didn't even know what that is.
The serial number escapes me, but it's MS something or other. And these are really hard to get by. These are like gold dust. But this is a proper one, which a guy had for sale in the US. So that's the right one for the GB1 pack, because it's grey. The ones in GB2 were black. So it's little things like that. Got those. Got the clip-hard fixings. The clip-hard R331 valve there.
So that's a proper valve.
So that's a proper valve. That's a proper clip-hard valve.
And where do you import this from?
That's from the US as well.
That's US as well.
That's from the US. Then some of these parts, there's a few of the Dale resistors. Got a Dale resistor there and a Pacific resistor on the side here of the iron arm. And then there's a few parts which Ben from Ben of Kent has machined. So he's done this bit for me, which is lovely. This is really, really nice. So he's done that part for me. Then there's a few parts for the wand as well. And actually, I got my dad to machine up one of these for me.
Now this, so that's one of a kind then, that is?
Yeah, that is. It's the thrower V-hook. So it's where the wand attaches to the pack. And I couldn't find one really that I kind of liked
So what were the other ones? Were they not metal or?
No, they were,
Yeah,
but they were more GB2 ones. The problem
Right.
came with over here. It was in 3 parts,
Okay.
so there wasn't enough thread this side for the screw to bite, and
Okay.
it became a very like a weak point. So you go to put the wand on, and it'd fall off.
Right.
So what my dad did, who's an aircraft engineer, he made
Very
it
handy.
very handy, very handy when you're building a
Yeah.
unlicensed nuclear accelerator in your garage. He did this out of 2 parts. So he
Right.
did one part, which is the main block, and that second part, the V hook. But he made that a 1 part. So that's a 1 part aluminium.
Wow.
It's aircraft grade steel, so it's like that thing is not coming off.
And how long did it take him to do something like that for you?
A good few weeks.
Good few weeks. See,
Yeah.
we're starting to see a pattern of why this has taken so long between the
This
videos.
is it. I mean, even parts like this, something like that, that took him a good couple of weeks to do.
Yeah.
When I got it, then I had to do all the correct kind of weathering to it, so make sure there were all the scuffs in the right place. So going back to the original photos,
Plus,
having a look at the
you were
original
waiting
photos.
on all these transistor parts to come in from the States.
To come over.
Sometimes it took, what, 3-4 weeks to come over? Or
months
maybe
sometimes.
Months sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah.
So this has definitely been a labour of love.
Yeah.
I mean, and all this is just. You were telling me earlier about making the welding look authentic as well, which is.
That's right. So there's like welding marks there, which is on the Venkman Hero pack.
Yeah.
There's a welding mark there. There's welding marks on the iron arms, which is on the side here.
And how have you done that?
So, right, that welding mark I used like a car filler, which is what I tend to be sticking most of the bits that are attached to the pack together with. And that's nice, just sticking that down, spraying it, off you go. And then the weld marks down there, I used some it's like a no more nails kind of stuff, but it was good.
Oh yeah, it
because I
dries
had
really
the
hard.
gun. Yeah, because I had the gun, I could sort of press it in,
Like
and you
it's
get that
an actual
weld
welding mark, yeah.
It looked really effective. So that was more by luck than judgment that happened, really. And then so I've been doing that, and then detailing wise, it's bits like on here. There's these kind of little raised bits
In the centre,
yeah, which are on the film, which you use like dome-headed screws. Got to screw it down and fill over it, and it's kind of getting the right height on that.
Yeah.
That took ages because you'd have to screw it down and then you'd have to put filler over it. And beforehand, I got too much filler, and then it was too much screw was protruding.
It just had to
and
be.
it was just had to be right, which took a long time.
So
to
those
get
part
right.
there that could have taken.
Oh, stuff like that.
a week or so.
Well, I think getting that right, in my time frame, probably took a couple of weeks, because you've got to let it set, then come out, then sand it, then look at it, sand it, then it's wrong, and then you've got to go back to the start. And
so it's a lot of trial and error with those things. So again, I can see why it's been so long since the last video.
I'm making excuses, but
I have been on your case about doing this video for ages.
Yeah,
so,
I know, and it is.
Apologies, because I know how much work's gone. Even the weathering up here.
Yeah.
Is that
so? This weathering is because the thing is, it's really difficult to find pictures of Venkman's Hero Pack from Ghostbusters 1. So I've been screen grabbing loads of shots from the Blu-ray. I've been taking them off, and also, but there's a great resource on GB Fans. Somebody's posted up a load of pictures of the retrofitted Ghostbusters 2 pack. So it would have been the original one, but then used for Ghostbusters 2, where they changed a few bits and bobs on. But it's things like weathering on that I've taken off of the GB2 pack.
Oh, okay.
So it's still Venkman's original Hero pack, but I've taken the weathering and things like that off of the GB2 pack, and things like on that I've taken the weathering, the same kind of scratch marks, the same slight angle on the on the vinyl.
That's insane.
So it's just a slight angle which has got a gradient going up, but you can see it. So I've made sure that that's kind of right.
So already this is not. You say this is 2/3 of the way complete?
No, a third of the way.
Oh, it's a third away, just 1/3.
There's still electrics.
Yeah.
Which is going to be, and I'm not an electrician. So.
Right. The LEDs and stuff.
So all the electrics, the lights, the sounds, all of that. Because the original packs had electrics in them. They had lights, so they knew, so they could take the cue as to when they needed to put the artwork on. So it's got lights, it's going to have sounds, and then I need to do the wand as well. I haven't even started that.
Yeah, of course.
So we're about a third of the way through.
About a third of the way, but still, this is as accurate as you can get at the moment, really, isn't it? You're not doing things by halves. You've definitely done your homework.
Even there's you probably can't see it, but there's a couple of little sort of notches on the power cell up here, which is like on Venkman's pack. So I made sure that I got all the right kind of scratches and the right detail. As much as I could with the resources that's available. I mean, Ghostbusters Fans is a great resource for like looking at photos and all of that. And Ben from Ben of Kent has been so much help with all of this. From somebody who hasn't ever made anything like this before, Ben is he is an absolute god. He is so helpful with just the smallest of queries to, like, you know, how do you screw this, or where does this need to go, to the more bigger things like who can you recommend where I can get my electrics from, go for this. And he's so helpful, and always on call for really stupid questions from me sometimes.
I noticed you said earlier you've actually even got the number here as well.
Yes, so on in one of the screen grabs of the GB2 packs, they numbered them on the bottom, and Venkman's had a 1 detail on it down there. So I made sure I put the 1 detail. So it's a sort of, it's mainly a GB1 pack because I've got the cable there, which is being twisted at the moment. So it's going to be a GB1 Venkman Hero pack with slight nods to the GB2 pack as well, which is kind of cool. And it's going to be weathered. I've already started weathering some of the bits in here. I've kind of rusted off the bolts. Rusted off.
And how was the process of rusting that off? You
leave it in water.
That's all you did, yeah?
Yeah. Look, where is it? Here it is. So I had this pot, and because I've been working on it for so long,
it's pure rust in there, right?
That's the best way. I thought, how can I get an authentic rust-looking bolt? Well, I thought, let's just rust them off. So I've been doing stuff like that, and again, this is why it's been taking so long. I've put it in just with a small amount of water. I sanded all the bolts off first, so just to, freshen up the metal. Dumped them in there. Left it for about a month over the summer. And it rusted them off. So I've got a nice big box. You see that? Nice big sort of like pot of rusted up bolts.
You've got quite the collection there.
I have,
and it works. It works.
Well, I wanted this to look, authentic in the sense of I didn't want to look the pristine kind of one, so we're just kind of weathering up everything in the right. I didn't want it over weathered, but I wanted it to look like it's being used. So
that's amazing.
So this is where we're at currently.
Okay. So next video.
Which I promise. I promise I will do. We will do.
Definitely. It was the next phase is going to be, I suppose, the wiring. Is that right?
So the next phase, and this is going to be, hopefully all the electrics should be done. By then, and we should be with the wand build.
Okay.
So it might just be the wand build.
Okay. Well, that'd be good.
But that might take some time as well. Because I've been putting all my time and effort into this.
And you've let the other one.
And I haven't even started looking at the one.
This must be priority first, really.
Absolutely. This is, I think, got the most amount of parts. But the wand has even got bits like where the front tip twists, and then it's got like a popping mechanism.
Right. Well,
So it's going to be a lot of research into that.
Could we take a quick look at the Alice frame as well? You've got that. You've done some work on that as well?
Sure. So this is what I've done so far. On here. So this is the Alice frame that you get in the Ben of Kent.
Base kit, wasn't it?
Pack. And then I think I showed this to you guys last time.
This is it,
So that's the Alice frame.
You've fastened this together and...
put it all together using coach bolts there. And I made up these little spaces.
Oh, okay.
So like rubber block spaces there, and like a half moon hockey puck in there. Which were the right spaces for the GB1 packs. They switched them out in the GB2 packs, so that's right for the GB1s. And there's a whole lot of stuff that's going to be bolted onto here.
Sure.
So this is where all the lights are going to go. where the... trying to think what else. There's going to be a battery pack up the top.
Right.
There's going to be an amplifier. There's going to be speakers on there.
So how... It's going to be a weighty thing.
Mate,
once it's all done. Are you going to be able to carry it okay?
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
Either that or I'm going to suffer with back problems, I think, for the rest of my life.
I can't wait to see this come together near the end.
Me too.
Definitely going to do another video, promise.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how long it's going to be, but...
no, it might be some time, because I didn't want to... The other thing as well is there was no point me going, hey Dan, I've ordered this resistor. Thanks very much. Check back on the next video.
Come back next week. Yeah, I get
that would
it.
kind of be a bit more. I wanted to show you kind of some
loads,
progress.
Yeah.
And I've also been documenting all the boring stuff on my thread. I've put all this on a pack build thread on GB
We'll
Fans.
put the link to that in the description below, so you can have a look.
Yep. Which kind of that documents all the, hey, I've bought a Pacific resistor. Woo! Yeah, put that on. So it's been that's been the boring stuff, and I wanted this to be a little bit more meaty, so we've got kind of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
nice.
It's definitely worthwhile doing this video today. So yeah, thanks for letting me to come down into your workshop.
Thank you, welcome.
And see where the magic happens. So,
nice.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next vid.
Cheers.